Hello and welcome to Neverwinter Nights 2, and this will be part 14. In the previous part we rescued Commander Tan in Fort Lock and discovered that Lieutenant Vallis was trying to take command of the fort, and that went well for him. So we can finally be on our way to Highcliffe. But before we go, there was something I forgot in the previous episode to mention in the update. I had completely forgotten the extent of this game, and as I was mentioning, I'd done quite a few episodes pre-recording, which have now been scrapped. And due to that, I should probably do 3 weekly updates of this game, so it's 9 episodes per week instead of 6, because it will take quite a while to get through it otherwise. So expect Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Stuff will be pre-recorded on a weekly basis, so I don't end up in the situation I was trying to get away from by doing this. But I will make sure that we cover more episodes, because the game is larger than I remembered it to be. So, that out of the way, let's move on towards Highcliffe. You've encountered something on the way to your destination. No
place to run this town, Kalakcha. That's what you have stolen. Hand it over, and we will let you live.
This is getting tiresome. What's so important about that blasted thing that has them chasing us all over Farron?
I wish I knew the answer.
Take your time. At least the fight's come to us.
Hand the shard over now, or we will take it from your corpse.
And we were just getting to know each other.
Fool, I shall enjoy killing you.
Choose Lycan for Uzan.
Fight, you pathetic thralls! Kill them all! Why are you still looking at me? Attack!
Apio, no.
So, Eleni popped around, a lady that's been following us around a few times, so let's quickly bless the party. If they don't run out of range of the bless they got caught in it, then let's also do an extended divine favor, because it doesn't last very long. And I may actually get it off before the combat's done. Come on. Oh, he died. Now let's get Wonder with the bow, crossbow thing. The shooty guy. We leveled. Cool.
You walk a strange path for a harborman. Apparently I'm not the only one who has a problem with it. Forgive me, but I saw these things about to attack you. I found I could not simply stand by while you were ambushed. Again, I'd like to help if I could. I've been trying to follow you without interfering, but I don't think you'll reach your destination without someone who knows the land.
Who are you?
I am Eleni, and rather than shadow you, I would walk with you.
With a frame like that, you'd most likely be blown by the wind.
Now, no need to be jealous, Barrel House.
Of an elf? And a tree worshipper on top of that?
I think you will find tree worshippers a rare thing these days, dwarf. So do not use that word lightly.
Trust me. With a gut like his, Kelgar doesn't do anything lightly.
That exchange is very different if you have a male main character. It's probably different if you have a lot of different races and things like that, but I just think it's cool that they made the quite clear distinction between certain races and genders and all that kind of stuff. I could tell them off. That's going to cost me with one or the other. Tree worshippers, so you do it.
Yes, I am one of the tree worshippers of the mare. Just as you have the smell of a harborman upon you. I've watched you stumble through thick and bramble, miss paths right in front of your eyes, and let those beasts catch you, what feels to be a dozen times over. Before casting insults, maybe one such as I could actually help you, harborman. Did you think of that?
I meant no offense.
Then maybe I should do the talking.
Very well. Perhaps I spoke too quickly. And with enemies like the ones who pursue you, we waste time with useless words.
Fine. How long have you been tracking us?
It's a strange circle of who follows who on this road. At first, I was following those who attacked you, but they seem to be following you, which leads me to believe there's something you have, something they want, so I thought that perhaps my enemy's enemies would at least welcome some company to their destination, and with my help, even get there faster.
Faster. How?
Well, I come bearing a gift, not just words. I know of a quicker path to Highcliff, and one that will hide your trail as well. There is a druid sanctuary not far from here, the Maiden's Glade, where members of my circle would go for refuge when traveling the land. I can lead you there, and with no further attacks from these hunters of yours. Not that you can't handle yourself, but I'm sure you're growing as tired of these attacks as I am.
What do you know of these attackers?
Little. They are not of the land, that is for certain. They have a strange smell about them, and their speech is like nothing I've heard before. Unless they are speaking to their thralls, it is impossible to make out. But they keep calling you Kalak-Cha. Do you know what that means?
That was my question to you.
Then it looks like when it comes to answers, we have little to offer one another. A pity.
Why were you following them?
I only recently became aware of them. First in the Merdelane, the wetlands you harbormen call the Mare of Dead Men. I believe they are responsible for many attacks in the Mare, and beyond. Not all their victims escaped as you did, and so I followed them to learn of their intentions, and if possible, to stop them.
We would welcome your company.
Very well. That wasn't so hard to admit now, was it?
What the hell is this? First the demon, now this willow-thin slip of an elf? Let's invite all the realms, make a grand army tromping through the wilderness. Enemies, come get us, here we are!
We will not be tromping through the wilderness. We will be weaving through it like the wind.
And speaking of wind, shut your mouth, Kelgar, before your breath summons more of those creatures. Besides, wouldn't you rather have our new friend right here where we can see her, rather than behind us the whole way?
As for the way, if the sun and trail read true, you are bound to Neverwinter. Seeking safety behind walls, are you?
I need to reach my uncle Duncan in the city. He may have knowledge on a shard I possess.
A shard? Ah, so that would be the silk-wrapped bundle I saw in your pack. It sounds like that is what those creatures are looking for.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, if they seek it, then let us do what we can to keep it from them. Regardless, I appreciate your trust in telling me. Thank you. Let's be on our way. Follow me. The Maiden's Glade is not far.
This is a long way from the road. Are you sure you know where you're going?
Agreed. How much farther is this place?
Not far, for we are already here. This is Eridus, the Maiden's Glade, in the tongue of Harbormen.
Is that Elvish?
Just as the Mare of Dead Men was once Merdelane, the slow marching court, this place also had a name long before settlers from Neverwinter set foot here.
Did they ever set foot here? I can barely see where we're going.
Trust me, it's no better at my height either. Sure as the hells couldn't find my way back to the road now.
The road to the Maiden's Glade is hidden, known only to druids and the beasts of the land. You cannot revisit this place without me to guide you. The glade up ahead was a retreat for druids, a place of shelter if they needed to heal or rest. Many such places exist along the coast. The animals here would protect the druids, and they will shield you from your pursuers if they should find you.
You mean those animals?
Bonaparte.
Hmm. Yeah. She took quite an extensive beating. You know what? Let's just see if we can
Creonavitus.
soundburst them.
That's it for me.
Sorry.
Oops. Well, three of them are not moving, so it did work. It has a very small
Animals
chance.
here are frightened, and I know not why. There is usually at least one druid in the glade, and they should be aware of the beasts, and us.
Well, I say we avoid any wolves or anything trying to kill us.
I say we fight them. They attack us, we attack them. Besides, could use new boots.
I would prefer to get through here without bloodshed.
I would prefer that, yes.
What I was going to say was, I completely and utterly, yeah. Now I remember, Soundburst has a very, very small chance to work. It will stun anyone failing the second turn, of course, as I'm fairly sure I've mentioned, because of the doohickey with Favored Souls needing two different stats to A, gain spells, and B, making them more difficult to resist. You can only focus on one or the other, and if you focus on making the spells more difficult to resist, you may as well play a cleric who actually benefits from wisdom by gaining bonus spells from that stat as well. So most enemies will resist the stun component of the Sonic Burst, but it's got a long range, it's very good to pull enemies with, and when it works, I mean, if you have two or three of them standing looking like idiots for two combat rounds, less enemies to beat you senseless. I wasn't convinced whether it had retained the difficulty level, but apparently it has, because I managed to hit Nishka with Soundburst, so I suppose she makes an excellent guinea pig. Anyway, let's get some leveling up and done.
Yes.
Useful, good. Do it. As for usual, I'm just going to hammer through recommend. I'm not overly fussed what the NPCs are doing. I know it's not min-maxing enough and all that kind of stuff, and if I played on a higher difficulty level, I would definitely want to tailor them somewhat better, but I'm playing this for the story, not for min-maxing. Sure. Favorite soul, of course. There's one more here. Oops. The spellcraft. Come on. We got another feat. Oh yeah, of course. Likely need. Specific. Your casting level of your chosen spellcasting class increases by +4. This can't increase your cast level beyond your hit dice. This is probably going to be an indication that at one point or another class will be involved, because you wouldn't need this if you stayed pure. But that is the way it works. So, Cure Light Wounds has probably lost its luster. Is there anything else we want? We can... I can't remember what I mentioned it before, but when you gain new spells as a favored soul, you can lose a spell that's 2 spell levels lower than your maximum spell level ability. So if you can cast level 5 spells, you can lose 1 level 3 spell and replace it with another spell. You can only do it once per spell acquiring level. So basically, if you drop a level 1, then you can't drop a level 2, and so on and so on and so on. We can basically drop this one. It's anything we want instead, because it's not exactly the most powerful spell anymore. Let's lose Cure Light Wounds and get Entropic Shield, why not? It basically gives ranged attackers a 20% miss chance. So we get another level 2 spell. What would we want? What would we want? Should also resist energy. The target creature gain energy resistance 20 against all types of damage. The spell ends after absorbing 30 points. It could be useful. I know there's a lot of very nice spells here, but they are subject to saving throws. And as I just mentioned, I'm not going to go through the doohickey about how the things work, but anything that requires a saving throw is usually bad. Let's just save resist energy. And then we get access to those 3 spells, of course. What have we got? Weapons of Impact. The spell adds the keen property to target blunt weapon, increasing its critical threat range. So if you are not using a blunt weapon, which of course we are not, then it is a pointless spell. Unless you want to cast on someone else, of course. But we don't want to do that. What do we want? We probably want... What do we actually want? We want... Hang on. Prayer. All allies within the area of effect gain +1 to attack and damage rolls, skill checks, and saving throws. Enemies receive -1 penalties to the same. It has a low duration. It becomes exponentially more powerful because of the longer duration. So, Searing Light. You direct a beam of white hot light at a single target. The beam deals divine damage based on the target racial type. Undead 1d8 per cast level to a maximum of 10d8. Constructs 1d6 for every 2 caster levels. Also 1d8 per 2 caster levels. Save none. And what else do we want? What else do we want? What else do we want? We probably want to remove disease. That's been quite a nuisance for me. So let's get that. Very good. Hooray! So of course, in order to get access to our new spells, we need to rest first. What can you do? Level 2. Animal Trance. Get a both strength. It gives +4 to strength, which is potentially very useful. But it's just another buff to maintain. The duration between Neverwinter Nights and Neverwinter Nights 2 for these kind of spells has been reduced quite a bit. Probably another Cold Lightning, to be honest. Cold Lightning has been changed quite dramatically. All enemies within the area of effect takes 1d6 point of electrical damage per caster level to a maximum of 10d6. It used to only be castable outdoors, and if you played with very advanced rules, it had to be raining as well, or having clouds and things like that. But thankfully, that's been changed. The biggest problem with Cold Lightning is it's got no range. It's centered around the caster. It's got a very small area around the caster, but you can use it indoors. You can use it on the ground. It's perfectly fine. So let's rest. Cannot rest when there's enemies nearby. You know what? I shall rest. I shall find a place to rest. Just keep spamming that R key. Huh. Don't want the game telling me what I can do and can't do. Let us bless people.
Glory Conforus.
It's definitely a buff that's worth keeping going at all times. It is another of one of those spells which as you level up, will last longer and longer and longer. But of course, we need experience, and if the animals of the Maiden's Glade will offer themselves up on my experience dining table, then by all means, I will happily eat my fill. What are you casting spells at? Oh, you're just buffing yourself. You do that? I assume. Yeah, she bark skinned herself, that's why she now looks like a tree. I wonder if she's going to leave. Ha! Ha! No? No. Okay. For some bizarre reason I actually found that half amusing, but it says more about me than anything else. I should probably make use of the key shortcut things that I'm... It failed the save and throw. So, that one's not doing anything, these two are. 3. Take to 3 more. I promised Eleni that I wouldn't fight anything without having to fight it, and thankfully these guys all hostile. So, come on, move it. Okay. I need to change some settings because, of course, she's a new member of the party, which means that whatever settings I've set for everyone else doesn't apply to her, so I should probably sort that now. Behavior. Puppet mode, follow distance, medium. Disarm traps off, recover traps off, defend master off. I'm very sure I've mentioned it before, but I will happily mention it one more time just to make absolutely sure we're all on the same page. Defend master. The master is the current leader. If the master comes under attack, they will come to defend. The problem is if you, let's say, you have melee fighters or melee enemies against you and ranged enemies against you. What happens? Anyone on defend, they will attack any melee fighter attacking you, and then you get hit by an arrow, so they will run to the archer to attack the archer because, of course, it's attacking you. And then the melee enemy hits you again, and then they run back to them. Yeah, you can see it becomes a ping pong yo-yo thing that you don't want. Guard distance, open logs, automatic. Blah 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 blah. Stealth mode, sneaky. She keeps getting wild shapes. You could basically turn into something scaled casting mode. Thank you. I don't want you to cast cold lightning against rats, right? Good girl. Anything else we need? Item usage. Off. Healing items are fine, but certain items have some very powerful use things even. And seeing an NPC starting to use charges of stuff on nothing gets a bit old. Because even though you said scaled casting, when it comes to item use, they don't seem to have that restriction, which is rather annoying. So, anyway, I talk too much about things I don't particularly need to talk about, I guess.
These wolves, they were slaughtered, and not for food, but out of bloodlust. Is this why the animals attacked us? Whatever is wrong must be here in the glade. I thought the Circle of the Mare would be aware of any disturbance here, but now it seems the task must fall to us.
Why? Let's just go. I'm done stopping through these groves and animals, and letting her pick the trail.
Eleni is right, we should see what's wrong.
You have my thanks. I would hate for whatever pursues us to be at our back.
I know what's wrong, and we will squeeze that within this episode. Let's awaken that wolf, shall we? No, we stunned it instead. Perfect. You know what? Let's just divine favor us all, shall we? Come on. No loots. What a shame. Where are we? We are here. We went in the wrong place because I'm clever. Let us be more clever and go to the right place. That bears was a hostile. Let's see if we can say hi. It failed the Scavenger. Cool. Well, I don't mind. Okay, apparently it's been dictated not to get taken out that easily. What a shame.
Elodie, you are here.
Kaelil?
I came here. Came to try and find you, Eleni. To try and escape the mayor. To seek refuge here.
The mayor? What is wrong?
The mayor. It speaks with different voice now. Its waters, once clear to the circle, are now dark and run deep. So deep.
What do you mean? Where are the others? The rest of the circle?
Vashni and the others. They are lost. Only you remain. I thought I could find you, or Nevan, but what claims the mayor overtook me, clouded my vision with shadows and blood, trapped me in this form. Do not return to the mayor, Eleni. Do not, or you shall fall to its corruption, as I did.
Kaelil, he's dead. It was he that caused such unrest here, and why the animals attacked us.
What was he saying about the mayor?
I don't know. I've been away from the circle for some time. Kaelil and I we're part of the circle of Merdelain, the mayor of dead men. If the elders, if Vashni is lost, and Nevan is lost, I've been away too long. But this would explain why I could not feel the circle any longer. And as for the land... But we should press on. I promise to lead you to High Cliff and to safety. And so far this path has proved longer than I wished. Farewell, Kaelil. May you rest, and may the glade become peaceful again.
On that very, very cheerful note, I'm going to end this part here, and when we come back, we should finally be heading to High Cliff, I expect. Thanks for watching, take care, see you next time, bye bye for now.